Great, only. So I started this rating so that even though after this meeting you will have received this thing, informative session for you to understand the concept behind this whole journey. So what we are actually offering to the different teachers, as you are from the computer science background or the computer itself, so you need to have a proper understanding of STEM and its core subject, right? The like the thing we do have for robotics and AI for class 9 and 10, especially guided by the team members of CISE board itself. So maybe you do have a lot of question regarding the same, but first of all, let me present myself. And further, if you do have any of the questions related to the same or any kind of doubts you do have, then you are feel free to like ask the questions in mid between and after this session also. Okay, I'm sharing my screen with you. So as a part of this robotics or automation community, the X Robotics Works, we can call it as the Exceed Robotics or X Robotics Works, is does have like various plans for the teachers or the instructors around the world. So the instructor can simply join in to our STEM educator course, and they can further have a proper understanding of those things in details. Like specifically, you will given by the opportunity to understand the core concept for the STEM robotics, and you will learn the programming in three different environments. First one will be the code blocks. That is very crucial for you to understand, as we are going to use the MIT App Inventor platform in between to develop several mobile applications to control the bots. Second, you will get to know in-depth detail about the embedded C++ programming. And if you take the reference from the other programming languages or any other programming languages exist in this world, the C is the basic of all, right? And you have to learn C before going to any other programming languages. So we will cover the embedded C++ platform, and also after completing the embedded C++ platform, you will jump onto the Python itself, because in class 9 and 10, you will find there are specific things to be addressed using the Python programming. The projects is there for the 10th syllabus, and also some of the assignments and the key points for the final examination is there for in terms of Python programming itself. So what we are offering to different teachers from different background, if you are from the non-tech, then you don't have to worry about anything in between, because we are going to take care of each and every development. So as a normal or non-tech background teacher, you are always wondering like how our how we can come up to the point where we can start teaching this subject to your students in the classroom program in your school itself. So basically, the X Robotics Works is entitled to provide you the LMS, so, or we can call it as the Resourcify for the teachers to be used to have the summarized view on the content itself. In a meantime, in a minute also, I will show you the exact contents for each and every individual uh, classes, and also I will further help you understand what is there inside the LMS and what else you will receive from us. So apart from the LMS, what you are going to receive is different kit box. So if I open up the X Robotics e-commerce website, so you will find one of the courses kit is properly mentioned in here. So you have to either you can directly buy those kits for yourself to learn the things, or you can go for the complete package for the same to have the kits. So in this one you will find each and every microcontrollers, not limited to Arduino, but we are also offering the other platforms like the Node MCUs, ESP32 modules. The camera modules are there inside the box, and the Node MCU, which is one of the major IoT platforms you will find throughout the internet. And what is there inside the LMS to cover these particular syllabus for the same? Let me show you some of the sample courses on STEM. So you will be guided throughout this journey for like the introductory part. You will be given by the introduction of robotics and STEM. You will learn the concept of like the law of robotics. If I have to explain you the law of robotics, then you will find very simplistic manner we do have those things arranged in the LMS portal. So the law of robotics and everything which comes inside the syllabus itself will be taught in the classroom program. So if I open up this one again, so you'll find the different electronic components, which is very crucial for you to understand, because sometimes you will stuck in a position where you will unable to find individual components from the market. So how you will accommodate those things, which other alternative or the other options to go with. So in the LMS portal itself, you will find various kind of videos and animations for your classroom program to help you further understand the concept in easier way. More of these circuitries and simulations are there for you to evaluate yourself and come to the conclusion where you understood something from the LMS portal. So if I jump in directly to the one of the syllabus for class 10 we are following in our journey, you will be given by the opportunity to learn a proper introduction of artificial intelligence, meaning and brief history, application and benefits of AI, ethical consideration in AI. And after that, what we do have is role of data and information, evaluation of computing, that is for pre-AI ML binary logic system. Because if we are studying the artificial intelligence, then we should know about the ML and binary logic system. Machine learning is very crucial in the artificial intelligence part. So conditional gates will be explained to you, and evolution of computing and similar thing is will be there in your basic needs. Suppose if I open up any of the basic electronic components in here, then you will find okay, then you will find a basic example for the forces and everything in there. Okay, experiment. Okay, fine. Introduction to basic electronic component. Here you will find a proper generation and everything related to the IC. Even though in terms of robotics, we are going to deal with EEPROMs. EEPROMs, that is our electronically erasable programmable memory. So those things will be explained in details in our LMS portal. And further, if you have to jump into the conclusion about the syllabus itself, you will find the conditional gates over here and evolution of computing, deterministic computing from deterministic problems. You will get to know introduction to data and programming with Python, familiarization with Python, introduction to data types and variables, operators, conditional statement, control statement, function. As I mentioned earlier, first you will learn the basic in Tinkercad platform. You will be guided to completely operate the Tinkercad platform from scratch, even though all of the three things like the 3D design, circuitry, and code block will be explained to you in our STEM Educator course. And further, after completing this 3D design, you have to complete the MIT App Inventor platform, because I don't want you to become the dependent on others developed a mobile application to control your robotics part. So you will be guided through the block programming itself to build these kind of application through the block diagram. Okay. So after completing this one, our specific classroom program will help you understand the, okay, let me show you one of the program we do have in here. Okay, let me go back to the dashboard. Or if I open up any of the for your paid courses itself, like what you are going to learn throughout the session, so you will find that Arduino integration is there as well, even though with the basic ones to the higher modules and hands-on session with Arduino boards is completely present. So we will explore the Tinkercad 3D platform. We will complete our simulation journey in the Tinkercad platform, and further we'll have a great experience in MIT App Inventor platform where you will learn how to build the application. But we will not limit ourselves to this particular environment. We will also explore the Arduino Arduino platform, the IDE itself, to write the block level programs or something like that to experience in our journey. So after completion of this block level programming, we will jump to the any of the compiler of your choice. Suppose if you are comfortable with PyCharm, then we will use the PyCharm. If you are not comfortable with PyCharm, we will go for the Google code blocks, or we can utilize the VS code for the same, even though the Jupyter notebook is integrated into our LMS portal, and you can directly utilize the compilers from the same. So if I open up, share my screen with you for the pie chart specifically, you will find that each and every program, like the project itself for the Python programming, which is a part of your syllabus itself, will be guided through the any of the compiler of your choice. There is no certain limitation of what compiler should I use. And yes, you will be guided from a scratch level. Means suppose if you do not have any specific knowledge in the application itself, suppose if you are talking in terms of the programming and you don't have any idea about the Python programming and how to execute the same, the teacher or the instructor will guide you from the beginning of the things. I mean, you don't have to worry about anything in between. And the reason why I was like keep mentioning from the scratch level, because the earlier programming, whatever you used in your lifetime earlier, the computer programming in C, C++, and Java and other things, yes, those programmings is completely different compared to the programming we are going to deal in the robotics chapter, because in robotics the hardware is integrated and you have to execute the hardware operations by writing the codes in your screen. So the embedded itself means we are talking about one of the hardware devices in which we are going to insert the programming, right? And further, you will get to know the embedded programming, and you will get to know how to operate different sensors, different part of robotics. And even though suppose you have to explain the degree of freedom which is available in your syllabus itself. Let me go back to the syllabus. Yes, here we do have AI datas and AI concept and AI framework, and we do have several assessment as well. For robotics, we do have three of the assessment method for the student as well, and for the teachers. Artificial intelligence, we do have three of the assessment. Python programming, we do have four assessment assignment questions, especially as the board members mentioned, like the e-commerce and other stuff need to be added in the project work or the assignment part, then yes, it will be there in the LMS itself. And the project one, project two will be guided to you to help you understand the things. And in under the robotics part, we will discuss the new age robotic system from robots to cobots, and also we will understand the introduction to gears and sensor in robotics. And if you look into the sensor of robotics, then you will find, okay, let me go back to this place, yeah. And if you look, go back to this place, the proper integration of each and every sensors, like suppose if we are talking about the IR sensor, then you will find a perfectly aligned syllabus, aligned content for the syllabus itself. You will given by the opportunity to understand each and every circuit diagram, how the module works with various animation like this one which is happening in your screen itself. You will see those things in action beforehand, going for the practical work in your bench setup. So our team will help you further understand the each and every individual components. And as I discussed earlier, you will understand the entire concept, like how this register is working inside of the circuitry, how this calibration pot, or what we can say the potentiometer is working in this circuitry, and what is the IR diode, like the IR receiver, and what is all about the IR transmitter and IR receiver. This one is the transmitter. This one is the transmitter, and this one is the receiver. So transmitter actually transmit the signal into the space, and further upon reflection from the obstacle, the receiver ends receive it. And this is how we are getting the input from the sensor itself for the microcontroller to understand that something is present in front of it. And further, if those teacher who do have expertise, previously expertise in this domain, and wants to explore further in this field, then they will be given by the opportunity to understand the overall circuitry diagram in terms of gates, like the conditional gates and different electronic component registers and potentiometers or LEDs, light emitting diopters. And even though each and every things, like if we are talking about the IR sensor integration, then yes, circuit diagram will be present in the LMS portal itself, and also equal photograph will be there, the program will be there to test out in your free time, and one of the teacher will always behind you to guide throughout this journey. So earlier what I shared earlier is the integration of actuators and the sensors, right? And I showed you the exact way of doing in our classroom program. So suppose
So,
integrating.
Saurabh sir, just sorry for the interruption.
Yes, sir.
There are multiple questions I have received before starting this session. So,
Okay.
I am just asking couple of questions related to this secretary things over there. Right? So, one
Yes,
of the
sir,
major
please.
question was there, how they will do the physical projects, okay, for this circuit, because
Mhm.
it is an online course. Okay,
Yeah.
if you could address that, it will be fine.
Okay, so basically, you are going to receive the kit from our side, and also a teacher or the faculty member. Suppose if I'm going to guide you throughout the journey of 24 sessions, as you are going to have total 24 sessions in your hand, the online version, and in through the online version, we will help you out to do these simulations first in the Tinkercad platform, and you will understand how to integrate those kits, component, and wires all together. And further, we will encourage you to like go for the practical bench setup and also replicate the same project which you have done. Let me show you one quick example. Suppose if I have to do the experimentally the practical experiment in terms of the servo motor or the IR sensor which I were earlier showing you. So if I open up the Tinkercad, because you will be taught this platform as well, if I open up the Tinkercad, then from here the instructor, or we do have our own simulation platform as well in the inside the LMS portal. So from here I will drag and drop the breadboard, I will drag and drop the required components, suppose integration of LEDs, even though I can integrate the Arduino. Suppose if I'm connecting these all things all together like GND2 in here and some other pins, then you can also replicate the same in front of you, right? You can also do the same. So this is how many of the teachers are actually getting the concept of their choice, and especially the one-on-one session or in the batch group, the teachers from our end will take care of the development. If everyone is submitting the project completion in time, then yes, we will move ahead with the next further classes. If someone is lagging behind, then we are ready to provide the
Uh,
doubt clearing sessions for the same.
Sorry for interruption, sir.
Yeah, please, sir.
Sir, can you show us one physical project which you have created right now?
Okay, in the Tinkercad platform.
Yes, Tinkercad or Arduino project, any one project you created physically by
Okay,
by using equipments.
by using equipments.
And
Okay,
yes,
let me
yes.
bring myself to the screen. So my whole screen is visible to all of you, right? So not one, but I will show you more than one. So if I
Okay.
bring any of the project like this particular board, the hexapod you can say, or the quadrupod, this one is completely built from the scratch itself. The board is mounted in here, the wires is mounted in here, the Bluetooth receiver is mounted in here. So this one is the one project, and some of the teacher were like enrolled into our drone development sessions because they
Sir,
love.
now no working project, working which yes. Okay.
This one is a drone completely made from the scratch. The whole design is done by our team members, and each and everything is working in here. If you want me to fly this thing for you, then I can do the same. Okay, let me gather the remote and fly it for you. If it is possible to fly inside the home only.
Because uh, we have to show the project to in front of the students first. We have to suggest the students how we can create the project. That's why I'm
Yeah,
asking.
I will share a complete list of the project to you in the group itself. I believe you got the link from the group itself, right? So in our social media pages also the live videos and photographs are well mentioned in there. So you don't have to worry about the things like the line following robots, and everything is made by our team only. And through the classroom program, if you want to have those photographs and videos, then yes, you can go for the same. So wait, let me gather one of the remote. Okay, fine. Okay, here it is. So I'm turning on the drone for your reference. I'm turning on the drone. Okay. So I'm turning the power on to this drone, but I don't think it will be a good idea to fly the drone in here.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine, sir. You can continue with what you were explaining. Is okay.
It is moving up and here. So,
Okay, fine, sir. Please continue what you were explaining. Yes.
okay. So suppose if I give you a real example to understand the thing. Okay, let me share my screen with you. One of the project we do have in our what we can say in our LMS portal is this one. Let me show you a simple project to show in front of you all. So if I open up experiment related to electricity and basic electronic components, or okay, this one is the experiment and project. Here is the project related to basic electronic component, the wireless electricity project or something similar to understand the analog functions. So everything is there properly mentioned in here. So suppose if I have to show you the actual outcome of the project itself, then I do have that thing as well with me. So I hope this one is visible, the exceeds
Yes, visible, sir.
case and everything. So if I turn on the switch in here, this one is the transmitter and this one is the receiver, and receiver does have one of the switches to change the color of the wire. So if I try to place the receiver on top of the transmitter, then you will find that the LED is okay. Okay, wait. Need to add the batteries. Wait.
पानी भर गल मन कागज ठूस के ईटा लगा के पैक कर दिले पता नहीं के लिए गए हैं तो खोले हैं तो हरा हरा पानी गिरा है देखिए हम कहीं कैसे इतना सीड हो गया कैसे
Yes, sir.
इतना
So I placed a new battery because the last one was drained. So right now the transmitter part and the receiver part. So if I bring the receiver part close to the transmitter part, then you will see the LEDs showing up. I believe
Yes.
it is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Visible.
So if I change the color, then it will be clearly visible. See the green color, I believe you can see the green color.
Okay. Fine.
Right?
Good, sir.
And other projects also I do have with me, like the console itself. The teachers have made this particular project, but this one is not included in the AI stuff. So you can see this project is made completely out from scratch.
Okay, sir.
And,
So what we are trying to do,
and Saurabh
even
sir, I think
Yeah.
one more questions I should mention over here that most of the teachers asked me that in the LMS systems, do they have the projects as well? Means using that, they can take their classes over there or not. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, that is what I was trying to share with you all. So, in case, like, if we are talking about the gears, introduction to gears and sensor in robotics, I showed you the example for the same, right? In this example only, if I open up
If
the hands-on
because
session.
target audience is all the
Mhm.
teachers and they have to take their classes, okay, and
Okay.
then if you could share them how they can take their classes and how
Yeah.
LMS will help them
So
to
LMS, we can say that, sir, LMS is one of the resource. Suppose in the older times, we were totally dependent on different books, right? The conventional type of books. But in terms of the time when you are teaching as a teacher, the robotics and AI to your student, then you must go for the some of the online stuff which is readily available in your computer and have you need to utilize the computer in between, right? Then only we are actually utilizing the technological part. So LMS is one of the resource, you can say. You can access the resource to understand the theory behind it, and you don't have to worry about whether it is available or not properly in the LMS, because a teacher will personally take care of individual topics. That means even though the content is readily available in our LMS, but a teacher who will be guiding for the classroom program will help you understand the complete concept in detail. Suppose if I have to explain the RGB, then everything is properly mentioned about the RGB LEDs and how to integrate different pins from the RGB LEDs, and how, even though there is a methods to test those LEDs beforehand, before doing the practical project. So you can also find several example codes in the LMS portal itself, and you can start using these codes for your tweak and the assignment part itself. So everything will be explained in very graphical manner, and each and everything is summarized in here. So after completion of each and every class, the teacher will help you further understand the concept. So even though we are following the board syllabus, suppose if we are talking about the actuators and gears, then related to actuator and gears there will be one project. So micro Arduino with servo motors, and how does the servo motor works, and what is the key specification, and what to consider and what not to consider will be clearly mentioned in the system itself. Even though the wiring connections and diagram will be taught in the classroom program, but also it is mentioned in the LMS portal. Means we can say that this one is one of the resource for you, or the notes for the teacher to have, and through this one you can take your classes in your classroom program. So you can see various type of simulation and photographs to explain the same. So we can utilize different kind of controller boards in between, or the servo operators, or single servo operators, or either we can directly interface those servos with the Arduino itself, and upload this code to execute the task. That's simple, what we can say, the whole summarized version of the class 9 and 10 syllabus for robotics and AI. And apart from the class 9 and 10 syllabus, you will get to know Tinkercad simulation, in which the simulation part will be taught to you throughout the classroom program. You will get to know the MIT App Inventors application development, so that the project you developed during the classroom program, you can actually operate those projects using your own developed mobile phone application. So this is one of the key ingredients in our sessions for the teachers, so in which you will understand how to arrange the block level codes and execute the same to operate the things. But I do have one of the application, or I do have many of the application developed with me, but I would love to show you one of the application. So that is the AI calculator, which is nowadays very common for class 9 and 10 student to develop out of Python programming and MIT app integration. Speak button to ask questions. So if I ask any of the question in terms of the mathematical calculation, then this particular app will give me the results. So 12 plus 13. 25. So basically it is pulling the data from the Google speech synthesizer, and further the more of the details and everything will be mentioned during the classroom program. But it is one of the part of AI. But if you want to explore beyond the limitation of AI, as we do know, AI does have three of the categories: the narrow intelligence, general intelligence, and the super intelligence. And we did not reach up to the label of super intelligence, but yes, the narrow intelligence and general intelligence will be taught in the classroom program.
Thanks, sir. I think one more questions a lot of people have asked me. That is the which book we should follow. Okay, is it a printed copy book we should follow, or we can use this digital book or LMS systems for our CBSE or ICSE syllabus, right?
Dear sir, as I mentioned earlier, if you are following this LMS portal, if you are going to follow the LMS portal or Resourcify in short, there is no need to follow any other books from any other vendors or the manufacturers. Those books are actually going to limit yourself in terms of your creativity, because LMS system does have one more unique feature in which our team try to update the LMS portal with more projects than you are going to learn in your first classes or second classes, because 1 year guidance is there behind this whole journey. So you will get to know about more projects, even though the Turing test, cyber security, machine learning, decision making, as you can see in your screen itself, is properly well explained in the LMS portal. So you don't have to prefer to any other textbook or anything available in the market, and this thing will give you the content as well as the questions answers for your student as well in your classroom program. So you don't have to worry about anything. we will take care of these things through the LMS portal, sir.
Okay. And the last question that I received is that is it for both CBSE and ICSE? Because
Yeah.
both the syllabus are a little bit different on that, right?
Yeah, this is both for CBSE and ICSE. We do have a course mapped individually for CBSE teachers, and we do have a specially course mapped for the ICSE teachers. So those two syllabus will be covered separately. Suppose if one of the teacher is from ICSE background, then they can go for their ICSE specific course, and suppose one of the teacher is from CBSE background, they can go opt for the CBSE syllabus for the same. But moreover, the common things will be the environment, the development environment, integrated development environment like Arduino IDE and the Python programming and Tinkercad platform, MIT App Inventor platform will be the common factor in between the both of the boards. But each and every topic will be covered out from your syllabus, and based on the topics, the theoretical portion, the practical will be taught in your classroom program.
Okay, thank you. And last, if you could share us about the how it will help for the student as well, how they can submit their assignments, their
Yeah.
classwork, and how
Yes,
teachers
sir.
can assign their classwork
Okay.
as well.
Okay, suppose if one of the teacher enrolled into the course, because first of all, is to teachers have to become the student in this case, right? And usual terms, because we are not into just teaching the things to the teacher. Because I forgot to mention one big thing in between, that you are going to receive this certification at the end of this course. Like after completion of 24 session, you are going to earn one of the certification from our side. But to earn those certification, you need to complete several assignments and projects, so that the instructor in here will monitor your learning progress. They will see the entire development in your learning perspective, and further they will give you some of the grades, and based on the grades only sorry, based on the grades only, you are going to get the certification. And how you can go for the submission of assignment and different things, we do have those things attached into the portal itself. Suppose if we are talking about the conventional type of questions, like these questions, make short notes on robotics and its component, and other questions similarly like the conventional paper we do have in our schools, then you can just directly write down in your Word file or the PDF file and start submitting the assignment. You can write down in here, it does have the place to write down the answer, otherwise you can attach the file in between. But apart from the conventional type of assignment submission, student and teacher can go through the graphical presentation. Graphical presentation means, let me show you the graphical way of submitting the assignment. So we do have this one. The graphical way of submitting the assignment is to go through the MCQs. I believe my screen is properly visible to you. So through this method, through the gamification method, we are going to ask the questions to different teachers as well as the student. And also we are building one of the community. And also we are building one of the community for the students, for the teachers. Suppose if you are mentoring any of the student for any of the project development, then you can ask the help from our team side as well to complete those projects by learning it, rather than just copying it from the YouTube and presenting in front of the people. So we do have several projects developed with us by the student itself. The things I showed you, the wireless electricity project, or wind driven smart charging machine, or we can call it the line following bots and other things, the drone itself, we are into the final development rather than just showcasing a small thing. So a student, also the teacher will learn these things in details if they want to learn these things in detail. So those do have the separate course. But yes, we will touch the technological part, because we are going to deal with STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So every single concept will be taught in your classroom program. Even though for the drone itself, you will get a proper understanding in this subject. But further, if you want to increase your knowledge further in those domains, you have to join the separate batches and the separate program for the same, because it will become very hectic for us to complete the entire things and then adding the 3D printing or drone technology all in and once. So first focus on your uh, focus on your syllabus through the LMS portal and the teaching 24 sessions from our team side. And then second, you can upgrade your course or you can go for the other courses as per your requirement. Okay. It is all about the assignment submission, and also a student can follow the basic procedure to have the same submission directly on board. You don't have to check the copies in between and assign the number. This through this way we can able to gather like 1,000 or more than 10,000 students marks all it in same place, all at in same place or same Excel sheet. So there will be no issue in between to like go for the hard copy check or something like that. So any other questions from the teacher side? If you do have any kind of queries or any doubts related to the course content or related to the things you will get in return, then please do not hesitate to ask the question. As I already mentioned, you will receive three of the things from our end. First one will be the kit box. Kit box will be composed of the entire robotics things like the component itself, and we do not encourage our teachers and student to go for the DIY stuff like the assembly stuff. We don't want them to become the assemblers of tomorrow. That is why we are focusing majorly on basic electronic components and the regular things which are present in the market like the microcontroller. And even though our teachers are getting more than one microcontroller in the kit box rather than being dependent on Arduino, or Arduino boards, we are offering our teachers to have the Node MCU boards and ESP32 CAM modules for the same. So you will get more benefit compared to a conventional classroom program. So you will learn each and every aspect of the technology throughout our program. So apart from the kit box, you will receive the access to our LMS portal, that is our Resourcify, in which each and every topics will be mapped properly with theoretical portion, as I showed earlier, the animation, the graphical representation, and also the simulation stuff. So you don't have to look for any other books present in the market. So reduce the dependency on the conventional type of books, right? That is the aim of the government as well as the aim for the CISE board members. That is why they are encouraging these kind of topics to be covered in the classroom program for their student. So if we are talking in terms of robotics, AI, and everything like the futuristic scope, then why we should limit ourselves by focusing on conventional books available in the market? Because these are the practical stuffs. This cannot be explained using the single physical written theoretical. And the second benefit to have this LMS portal or the Resourcify is because we keeps updating the content. Means whatever the content you will receive today, suppose if you enroll today and you receive this much of the content today, then tomorrow there will be chances that certain one or two projects will be updated or improved or added. More projects, more content will be added rather than removed. So you will have a like a static as well as dynamic kind of notes for you for all the time throughout the year. So 1 year of assistance you will also receive from our side, and through the 1 year of assistance you can ask us thousand of questions about the project development. And also if your student is participating in any of the institutions, then you can ask for the help from our side as well. And apart from these three, the kitbox, LMS, and 24 classroom sessions, you will have our team onboarded like with you all the time to help you out in certain project development and the class completion. Yeah. Yes, Manju sir, you asked whether offline training is possible or not. So, see, if we go for the offline training, then there will be a problem. Like we cannot able to cover up each and every aspect to individual teachers around the pan India, as we are currently teaching more. Compared to more than 900 teachers in our institutions. So online training is only possible, but be assured you don't have to worry about the practical projects, because if you take review from individual teachers whom we are teaching right now, they will say good thing about the same, because we personally take care of those things. Suppose if you are comfortable to have your one classes in 1 hour, then it is fine. If you are not understanding the thing and you want to have 1.5 hour or 2 hours for the same, then our team member or the faculty member will stay with you until and unless your problem will be resolved through the online session. You don't have to worry about it, sir. We will take care of those things. And also you have to understand that out of 24 sessions, uh, what we are saying out of 24 sessions, the 24 session is to cover the entire syllabus, but after 24 session also you will have the proper support from our team side. Okay, suppose if
The
you need any,
timings. What will the timings of a session?
timing is totally up to you, sir. If you say you are comfortable with 11 p.m. today or tomorrow, the Sunday itself, our team is ready to deliver the same, because
And
we are,
duration of one session, time duration of one session will.
so minimum it is around 1 hour, but maximum it is around 2 hour, 2.5 hour maximum. So
And
minimum it is 1 hour at least.
what about the practical part? How you will explain those who don't have an idea of AI and robotics?
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about those things. As you can see on the left hand side, each and everything will be like be addressed in between. You will learn the basic electronic components. We will show you through simulation, we will show you through some of the project development, and further the time you will build the concept will come to the particular AI part of the same. Because if you are trying to say that the today is the day one of me learning the Python and I will build something like the Chat GPT or something like the same, but it is not possible for me. But you have to follow these steps further to
Sir,
reach that.
first you will explain basics
That's first,
like.
we will explain the basics. Then second, there will be visual animations and other simulation will be there for the teachers to understand. Then third, based on the simulations, they have to arrange these things on their table. And further, fourth, our teacher or the faculty member will take photographs or something like the video confirmation whether the connection is being made perfectly or not. Then only they will be allowed to upload the code to the board and finally execute the project from their end.
Sir, what about like if somebody knows or the language already, like Python language, then you will start from you
So
scratch.
even though, okay, so even though
I think
suppose
Saurabh
we,
sir, what Manjit sir is asking is it is a group study or is a one-to-one? Because personalization questions might be he's asking. So if you could
yes,
explain that, yeah.
so it depends like which mode you are going to start this session. If you are okay with the group study or something like that, then it is also possible. If you want to go for one-on-one session, then it is also perfect decision from your side. And also suppose if you do have prior knowledge in the, what we can say, the Python language or any other programming language, then only it will give you a plus benefit over others. It will give you a plus benefit to understand the concept in very easier terms rather than me reminding you of each and everything. Because some of the teachers, like I'm teaching those concept to them, they forget to add the semicolon. Those are the basic thing in nature, right? You don't have to forget the semicolon in between, you don't have to forget the operators in between. But for the freshers who do not have that much knowledge, we are taking care of that, because those are the new ones. So we should take care
Mhm.
of those in terms of proper explanation. And those who do have proper expertise, we help them with other projects, updated projects, more projects compared to what we do have in the LMS portal. Suppose
And how you will, sir, provide kit to
through
kit will
courier
be.
package. Kit will be
Sorry.
dispatched to your address only directly from our side.
And what are the components will be in the kit, sir?
Components and details are properly mentioned in the brochure itself. I will help you with the brochure. The key component which I mentioned earlier, and also you can like head over to the shop.xroboticsworks.com to find the specific details of the component itself. Okay, so the major component which I mentioned earlier will be the microcontrollers. Three of the varying microcontrollers will be there: the load MCU, ESP32 cam, Arduino boards, and others. And also several pairs of sensors will be there. Several output device will be there. Output device in terms of buzzer, LEDs, RGBs, or what you can say, the 7 segment display, the LCD
Sir,
modules, or OLED
sir,
modules.
it should be like the according to the curriculum in ICSE curriculum, the
Yes.
the
Suppose,
requirements are,
yeah,
yes.
suppose the mechanism, as I mentioned earlier, degree of freedom. Suppose if you are talking in terms of degree of freedom, then obviously you need to have the servo motors for the same, right? So for that, servo motor is there in the kit box. So as per the curriculum, each and everything is arranged in the kit box for you to understand the concept in details through the practical approach.
Like sir, laboratory requirements. What I can see in a curriculum, requirements are motors, sensors, wired, batteries, crimper, LED,
Yeah,
like Arduino, single board computer, Arduino or Nano cable sense, Raspberry Pi, robotics components like servo motors, sensors, wires, batteries, crimpers, LEDs. Like, see, these all
these
are in
all
will
things,
be the.
yeah, these all things are there inside the kit box.
Okay, sir. And sir, kit cost will be included in the course fee.
Yeah, kit calls, all cost is included in the course itself. We are taking the charges for three of the things, as I mentioned. First one will be the kit, second one will be the LMS, and third one will be your 24 sessions classroom program. And 1 year support and everything is included for free in it. So we are taking all the charges combined. Okay.
Okay. One time payment or one time?
Sir,
If
I
the
will request
installment
you
is
to come
possible,
over
you
to
can,
discuss the
yeah,
financial
you
because
can
yeah,
payment in 2 installments. That is possible.
yes, sir.
Okay, sir. And what about, sir? Let's take example. If I know software part, for example, Python language I know, but how can I implement Python with Arduino and Python with Raspberry? That part I don't have an idea about.
That part will be taught in the classroom program. See, Python will not work directly with the microcontroller, but yes, there is one method called circuit Python. Okay, but that is hard to learn and how to implement in your classroom program. But we do have a specific method through which we are integrating the programs directly using the Python codes. And one of the attendance system made by the students from class 9 and 10 earlier this year
Uh,
only, or last year only, they made
sir,
one of the attendance system using the Python program. So using
sir,
the VS code, we are
um,
actually gathering the data from the same.
okay, sir. My last question is it possible for you to complete the curriculum of 9th and 10th in 24 session?
Yes, already completed several courses with several teachers.
Okay, sir.
So it
Okay.
depends on you. It depends totally on you how much you are absorbent to the knowledge, how much you are absorbent to the new knowledge. So if you show us that like encouragement, or what we can say, the excitement to learn new things, then it will be easier for you to cope up with each and everything. And you don't have to worry, even though if you are poor in nature, suppose if you are a hard learner or something like that, then also our teacher and faculty member will take care of those things by providing you extra notes and details and more in-depth content for the same.
Okay, okay, sir. And sir, after this course, can we able to create our project on, sir? Can we able create one
Throughout
project
the
based on
throughout
the
the
robotics?
Okay, throughout the classroom program, sir, 24 classroom program, there will be around we can say 20 plus projects will be covered in your classroom program. Okay, and specifically some of the projects will be the wireless electricity project, the basic project to help you understand. But further, the Python program will be also there. If you combine any two of the concept or any of the concept of your knowledge, then yes, you will be able to build your own projects. But in case if you find difficulties in first few months after completing the course, that you are finding difficult to integrate some new sensors or some new things which are not been taught in the classroom, then you can ping our team back for the support. They will help you with the programming, circuit diagrams and everything. There is no issue on that. That is what we
Uh,
are creating a
yes.
community.
I'm asking you because at the end we have to teach to the students. So before that we should have to be the complete knowledge of this subject. That's why
It
I'm
will be
asking,
done
sir.
from your end only, sir. The projects will be done
Yeah, I
from
can
your
add
end.
one thing
Yes.
on top of that. That is the reason behind we are keeping 1 year support window, right? So 1 year,
Okay.
any problem in our community, you can get entire support to create your projects, to run your projects, okay, and
Sir,
take your classes.
after this session, please share one curriculum. What topics you will teach in the class, hardware part as well as software parts. If it's possible, please share.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I am sharing itself in this chat window. So, or Saurabh sir, could you please share the for ICSE syllabus and the contents that we are following, covering in our course?
Yes, sir, sure. So as I already showed you the whole content in here in the class 10 side, but let me open up the syllabus specifically.
One browser type curriculum.
Yeah, let me open up the PDF file for the same.
So your office is what about location of your of
Yeah, allow me to share my screen. Kolkata itself, Kolkata.
okay, Kolkata. Okay, fine. It's so far, it's far away from my
Yes, sir.
house there.
Okay. So this particular syllabus I will help you in the group itself will be covered in the
So please share this PDF file with us.
yes, sir. And for class 9, this syllabus will be covered. The evolution and introduction of robotics with each and every details, and also the project related to the concept is properly mentioned. Development of manual bot is properly mentioned in here, right? So each and everything, if we are working on the encryption and cryptography concept, then yes, the assignment 2 will be there to demonstrate the same. So bio inspired robots and everything will be discussed, but we won't build those things, but we should go for the 3D designing, 3D printing, and circuitry building for the same to see the final outcome. So these things will be taught in the classroom program. So degree of freedom based robotic design concept will be there in the Tinkercad and design software, as well as you will go through the line following boards and logical problem practical sessions for to have the maze problem solving robots. And while discussing the UI AI part, the ethics part of the same, we will control the sensors, control the robotics devices using sensors input and UI based on the MIT app inventor developed. And 20 plus project practical project will be there for class 9, and similarly the 10 to 15 projects will be there for class 10 as well. So you will learn each and everything in sir, you will ICS in both syllabus. Yeah, those two syllabus are different from the nature itself. Yeah. No, no, no. ICSE, those teachers who will enroll to the ICSE curriculum will get to know the ICSE syllabus only, but other teachers who are enrolling for the CBSE part will get, because both of the syllabus, if you look both of the syllabus, it is different. It is comparatively different, and in ICSE board they are more focusing on AI part and robotics part, both of them. But in a CBSE syllabus, you will find difference between the actual address of the AI part. They are covering more of the AI part. Yes, Sunny Joshi sir. Yes, we are teaching the CBSE syllabus, complete CBSE syllabus.
Saurabh, a quick question.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, your voice is not coming properly.
Sir, my voice is audible, sir.
Yes, yes, Sunny sir.
So, sir, when you suppose if I enroll the for the course example, and after the course, when I
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, Lakshmi ma'am, you were saying something.
Quick question.
Mhm. Some problem is there from your end, ma'am. So may you please drop your question in the chat section so that it will be easier for me to add up for the same. Yes, in between, Sunny sir, you can go ahead with your question, please. Sir.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, that my question. It means if I enroll and after the course, what will I have a robot in future? I don't know which type of robot I will have. So in that scenario, I will teach any type of robot, sir. What I learn from your sides.
Yes, absolutely. You will understand it properly. You will get to know the different concept, and you can build any of the projects or the robot itself from your side. That is the main function of this whole course, to equip the teacher with the knowledge of robotics, AI, and STEM, the three domains especially. We are not only referring the AI part and not limited with robotics part, not limited with the STEM part. We are actually calling these three domains, right? So you will get to know each and everything from our end.
Okay.
Saurabh, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are perfectly audible now.
Yeah, thank you. My question to you is that you have been talking so much about the usage of 3D printing models,
Yes.
right? For that, if
Yes.
my assumption is right, you need a 3D printer. But is
No.
it possible for, no, is it not possible? Is it not
No.
necessary?
It is not necessary for you to go with the 3D printer, because if you try to buy the 3D printer, then it will
It's
cost
not
you around,
possible. No, that's
not
right.
possible, 20,000 or something like that. The reason why I keep asking this particular term in my classroom program, because I want the teacher to at least understand about the technology, see it in action, even though if it is not present in front of you, but at least see it in action how this thing works. Okay, so through the development we will go through the 3D modeling stuff, and I will show you exactly how to go for the post processing, like the generation of G code and M code. There are various things involved in between, and even though I do have 3D printer with me, so I will help you by showing you how to insert the card and how to execute the printing and how we are doing those things. So at least to become a STEM educator, you should have a proper understanding like how this particular thing works. Even though, ma'am, suppose if we are reading about the aeroplane and understanding the term how rocketry system works, that does not mean we should build the rocketry system to exactly have the hands-on experience on rocketry system, right? So we must at least understand the whole concept. That is very crucial. Later on the time when you will have the access to 3D printer in your school or in any other premise, then you can go for the same. You don't have to regret that time that you don't have any idea about the 3D printing. That is why I was keep mentioning that it will be taught in the classroom.
Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am. So I hope the question is answered. Sunny sir and other Manjo sir, if you do have question, and Jaya ma'am, Lakshmi ma'am, Sushma ma'am, if you do have any of the question, then
I
please
think
help
Sunny
me with
sir
this.
is saying she has printed more than 30 models. Sir,
Yeah,
he's
Sunny
talking
sir.
about 3D printing.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great, sir. Actually, that's great.
Sir, I have knowledge about 3D printer, but I don't have knowledge about any robotics and what I told, sir.
You don't have to
So,
worry about anything, sir.
can I enroll, sir?
Yeah.
Because I don't have, I am totally blank for the this upcoming technology. So, sir, I hope you give a genuine answers. Can I enroll, sir?
Yes, you can go for the enrollment. Suppose if you are not from specifically from any of the boards like the ICSE or CBSE, and if you want to learn the entire things beforehand, then you can opt for the general course in between. So general courses does have the same pricing and same of the kit contents. You will learn everything in total.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So anything else, sir, from your end? Anyone else?
Okay, those who want to complete their registration process, please note it down my number. 9748918239. You can ping me. I will add you in our WhatsApp platform where more than 600 teachers are already there, where we are helping them. And as well as for any assistance for the payment and other stuffs, I will help you out.
And many of the teachers will also join this course. You can ping and like directly communicate with them to understand.
And please,
Go
sir,
ahead.
share one PDF file about curriculum and what the components will be in the kit.
Yes,
Please
sir.
share it.
Yeah, sir. Manjo, sir. Surely, I will ask my sir to help you with the PDF documentation on that. For sure, we will share those in the group in meantime. And Sunny, sir, you asked one of the things: how many months and fees, sir? So fees will be remain the same, and sir will give you a proper understanding on how much amount it will take. And further, the months is totally dependent on your side, because on an average, a normal teacher takes around 2 classes per week. So overall, 8 classes per month. Okay, so 8 classes per month means we are talking about 24 classes. So you know the
Three
calculation. So
months.
it takes around 3 months for them to complete the course. But some of the teachers who do have a prior knowledge in programming, and especially the embedded C++ programming or any type of conventional programming, the Python programming, it takes less time for them to understand the concept. So they ask for 4 classes, 3 classes based on their availability, because you are also from the professional background, right, sir? And you have to deal with the weekdays rather than the weekends, and weekends you have to enjoy with the family and other work you do have. So they always get 2 classes per week, week wise.
And the class timings will be as per the
as per
Can you
your convenience, as per the
okay
teacher's convenience.
teacher?
Suppose,
Okay,
because
fine.
we always usually ask our teacher to provide us 3 to 4 times free time of them, but in case if you find I'm not available on that particular time and Manjo sir especially want me in there, the classroom program, then what will happen, sir? So we have to come with the mutual conclusion, right? So either we have to speak over phone and confirm which time will be perfectly suitable for us to have the classes. So it's totally mutually, sir. You don't have to worry about the mutual terms.
I think there is a one more question. How many teachers in the class?
Okay. So how many teachers in the class? You can go for the one-on-one session, as I said. There is no problem with that. And if you want to continue with the batches, but there is one problem with the batches. The school members, the school administration only show us that our 10 teacher is going to get the training from your side. So 10 teacher comes on a one go and we start the batches for the same. But if you should go for the one-on-one session, there is no issue on that.
Sir, you will be our so will you be our teacher or any other?
Even though like you can get me as well and other very well reputed teachers we do have from IIT and NIT, you don't have to worry about the quality of experience they do have. They already imparted like 4 years, 6 years, and 8 years of their STEM and this robotics journey. So you will have a proper understanding from any of the teachers. Suppose if you're not getting comfortable to understand, then you can ping us back. You will have my number and sir's number. You can ping us back. We will arrange some other teachers or for the same.
Okay, fine, sir.
Usually we did not receive any of the complaints so far. So as from my personal opinion, whatever the teacher will be assigned to you will be based on the proper outcome only, because they do have proper knowledge in these domains. Whatever they are going to teach those things to you guys, like the you teachers out there. So they do have,
Okay, fine.
and each and every teacher are not below 4 year of experience. They do have more than 4 year and 6 year of experience who will teach you in this term.
Okay, sir.
And one of the Susmita ma'am was there with us for the last Python classes we organized. She does have 12 year of experience in the industry itself. So regardless to say, okay. So I hope every question is answered from my end, right? So anything else comes to your mind, then please help me with your question, or we will conclude this session for today. Later on, if you again, if you suppose if you find any of the difficulties or in understanding or want to have a conversation regarding the same, you can ping us on the WhatsApp group as well. Okay, there is number
Okay,
and everything is properly mentioned over there.
okay, sir.
So
And
I'm yes.
really wonderful session, sir. Nice to talk with you, and you explained very well, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So that's a great thing to hear. That's a great, sir. So even though, sir, if you want any of the free sessions from our side, then yes, we occasionally, like we always try to organize several workshops and several online classroom program for our teachers for free. There will be no charge, but you have to wait for the same, like 1 or 2 classes. So it will be posted in the group itself. So be there in the group to have your question answered. Okay. So every benefit you will get from our side.
Fine, sir.
Yes. So anything else, Vashwini ma'am or anyone else?
Sir, can you share today's recording session, sir, with me?
Yeah, definitely. I will love to share the recordings after this meeting on.
Okay.
Okay, I will share those things in the
We'll
group.
publish everything in our WhatsApp group. So don't
Yeah.
worry. So if you're not, I think you are already part of the group. I have added yesterday itself. So if anyone is still missing, please ping me. I will add you in our group. Okay.
Yeah, and any sorts of doubt you do have in your mind before joining this course or having any kind of trouble understanding the concept, you can ping us directly, because there is nothing like the customer or business relationship. We are open-minded, people, so you can come up with your questions so that it will be a great addition in the journey itself. Okay, so have a great day, everyone, and thank you for joining this session and making this session successful in front of you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now.
Thanks a
Have
lot,
a
sir.
great day. Good day. Bye bye.
Okay, sir.